Soul players, are you stuck swimming in your comfort zone and you don't even realize it? I personally was there in my comfort zone over 5 years ago. I was deep in it and I didn't even know I was in a comfort zone. But I did one small adjustment to my daily routine which completely changed the trajectory of my life. But before I share what I actually did, let's first explore what a comfort zone is, because most people that are in the comfort zone don't actually know what it feels like or what it looks like. So first, let's look at what a comfort zone feels like. A comfort zone feels like a mental state where they feel safe, at ease, and in control. When you're in the comfort zone, you feel lower levels of stress and minimal anxiety. We stay in the comfort zone to avoid higher stress levels and higher anxiety levels. But the truth is, if you stay in your comfort zone for too long, you stop growing in life. Without new experiences in your life, you're not actually living your life. Understanding that you will just end up repeating of the same shit. Because how are you having new experiences if you're in the comfort zone? New experiences exist outside of your comfort zone. So now we know what it feels like. Let's see what it looks like. So let's say that is you, bird's eye view, top down. That ring around you is your energy field. That energy field, let's call it your aura, because we all have this auric field around us, okay? So this is the auric field, this is your energy field, whatever you want to refer to it as. Now, inside of this energy field is another ring. This ring is wrapped closer around you, which I like to call it the ring of comfort. Think of this ring of comfort being like the armbands you get when you're learning to swim. It's keeping you afloat so you can swim. So as you are swimming in these energies, in your energy field, you are learning to swim, but you have this ring of comfort. But what is the actual ring of comfort? This ring of comfort actually represents your habits, routines, and patterns. The reason why it's the ring of comfort is because your habits, routines, and patterns happen automatically. You don't really need to think about them much, right? We just lean on our habits. We do things without even realizing. We brush our teeth, we drive our car, we're doing constantly things, and then we're not even consciously aware of them because they're second nature, they're automatic. So having this ring of comfort helps us swim in our energy field. Yes, this ring of comfort gives you a sense of stability in your life. But we need to understand that the same ring that's giving you stability and keeping you floating in your energy field is also keeping you small and dependent, right? You're depending on that ring of comfort. You feel like you're unable to swim in your energy, move out of your comfort zone because of being so dependent and reliant on it. Because we're dependent and reliant on our routines, patterns, and habits. So now we need to have this realization within ourselves that many people are dissatisfied with life because they're looping inside of this ring. I once was there, so I exactly know what it feels like. But as I've moved out of it now, I know that I was sitting in this and swimming in this ring of comfort for so long, and I was not growing. I was experiencing high levels of stagnation in my life. Understanding that when you're in this ring of comfort, your desires are unfulfilled, your dreams are unfulfilled, but it's not from a lack of will, but from a lack of movement in your life. We need to move energy. You need to break out of your comfort zone. Okay, so now for us to grow, we must push to the edge ever so slightly, not by force, but by small daily shifts, tweaking, right? Challenging the comfort ring. As we break off and slowly start taking the ring out, start changing, we ever so slightly move and start growing, right? We just need to take these small steps. But as I mentioned before, from my personal experience over 5 years ago, before I even started this spiritual journey, which actually led me to where I am right now and what I'm doing, I made this one small shift in the morning, right? I used to wake up and I used to check my phone. That's the first thing I used to do. At one point I decided, okay, I'm gonna stop checking my phone. And I implemented a new thing because I replaced me checking the phone with something else. So I was like, what can I do? So I used to wake up and go to my window in the bedroom. I used to look up at the sky and I used to say a gratitude affirmation. Thank you for another day on this planet Earth, for another chance to live and experience this day. I was very grateful for being awake and experiencing another day in this life. I didn't want to stay in my comfort zone. I was being grateful for this another opportunity, right? This shifted my mindset. This one decision of not checking my phone and implementing something new started rewiring how I was thinking and feeling. Moved the needle of my comfort zone. I was so used to just waking up, checking my phone, right? Second nature. We don't even think about it. Now I've said it. Start monitoring your habits. Start seeing, are you waking up and checking your phone? Is that the first thing you do? I know we have an alarm on our phone, but checking everything else, no, stay awake. And the key here is that we need to keep the needle moving. After you've implemented new things, we have to keep shifting the needle. So why is it essential to keep moving outside of your comfort zone? We need to understand that growth comes in layers, right? Okay, picture this. Understanding that that's your comfort zone, you in the center, and then there's a ladder going up, okay? Each small action every day takes you one step higher up the ladder. However, it's very important to recognize that eventually, once you reach the new level, that new level becomes your new comfort zone. It becomes easy, it becomes a habit, you don't really think about it. But when you feel that comfort coming back in, we need to be aware of it. We need to feel, am I being comfortable again? That's your signal to stop, not stop, but to start expanding again, to move up to the next level, right? The next level, the next layer of growth. Because reminding yourself, right, that growth is a spiral. We're continually spiraling up. It's not a finish line. It's not like, I'm going to start my growth journey and I'm going to finish it here today. That's it. Boom, I'm done. Growth period, end. Comfort zone, done for the rest of my life. No. It's a constant spiral. It's a constant work, right? Most people, once they do a bit of work, they get stuck in the comfort zone again and they stall. And then it's another 5-10 years and then it's another sprint. So people are mostly sprinting in their life, right? They move out their comfort zone for a bit, they get to the finish line and then they stop and then they get stuck in comfort again. If you're stuck in your comfort zone for a long period of time after you've done a growth sprint, you'll start decaying and de-spiraling down. We need to understand that we must keep spiraling up and keep walking up the ladder. It's very critical. So as you integrate this by small daily improvements, you keep swimming in these energies of growth, fulfillment, and discovery, right? You're constantly, continually expanding and growing. But as you integrate this movement in your energy field, it's wise to pair it with a mindset key. This mindset key is also known as forward thinking. This forward thinking is a mentality shift, right? It rewires your mind to act for today, for tomorrow's version of you. So you think forwardly that when I act today, making this decision, it's going to benefit my tomorrow version of myself. And then the tomorrow version. So you're constantly helping the version of you tomorrow because you did the action today. Because this is what life is. Everything is present moment. Actions must be taken in the present moment, not tomorrow. The time is now. If you're playing a video game, you're not going to make the move tomorrow. You're moving the character now in your video game. You're making the action, you're making the move because you're playing the game in the now. This is how life is. Life is playing the game in the now, in the present, make the move, continually expanding to the next level. Oh, I got a cramp. Oh, cramp. Okay, anyway. Breathe. So over time, you just make these small incremental changes because it's 1%. So what can you do today as a 1% shift to tackle your habit, your routine, your patterns? Just a small slight shift in your routine will compound over time, right? As we do this 1% change, you avoid burnout because sometimes a lot of us will go 0 to 100, try to implement something full on, and what ends up happening? We default back down. We fall back down because it's too much. It's too much stress, too much anxiety because the comfort zone is too foreign, okay? And understanding this, that you will always revert back to your comfort zone if you do too much at once. So small increments daily, compound over time, 1% shifts will build over time, and then you'll see your life completely change when you look back in hindsight like I have 5 years ago. Where am I now? Just from that one habit of being grateful for being alive today and thanking and being grateful. It's led me to what I do in my life right now, helping and inspiring others to unlock and live and play their life. So here's the challenge. If you're ready to step beyond your comfort zone, join me on the God-Filled Season 2 challenge. We will be breaking habits, expanding your energy field, and activating new life experiences together. If you're ready, only your commitment is required. To join, click the link down below or visit bindeshvimla.com. Remember, one small decision can become the catalyst for your next chapter in your life. So if you're ready, soul player, I'll see you inside. Goodbye.